So, after 2 weekends, the Black Ops 6 beta has finally come to an end. Now I'll finally be able to leave my house. I spent an unhealthy amount in the beta to the point where I did daily challenges and leveled up weapons, even though it was only just a beta. I haven't done that for a Call of Duty in like years, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say I think this is one of the best multiplayers that we've gotten in like years, in my opinion, of course. Now, is it perfect? Absolutely not, and we will of course be diving into that. But after playing the 2 beta weekends, I'm actually looking forward to this year's COD. And the best part is I don't have to spend $70 because it's coming on Game Pass. The last Call of Duty we got from Treyarch was in Cold War back in 2020. And Black Ops 6 is being touted as the Call of Duty that has the longest development cycle, clocking at 4 years. And honestly, it kinda shows. Getting a total of 8 maps in the beta, with 6 being 6v6 and 2 of them being Gunfight, little asterisk there. And the fact that we're getting 8 more at launch, dude, this beta had more maps than Cold War had at launch. Now, whether those are good maps, we'll talk about that later. Also, I really haven't encountered that much bugs in the beta, at least on my end. I think the main issues that the beta had in terms of technicals were the netcode, which, yeah, you need to fix that. That was horrible. It was genuinely unplayable at times. And the performance, which could definitely use some optimization. There was a lot of frequent stutters, which were the most annoying part, and the occasional crash or two. But I'm sure those will be fixed around October, right? Okay, but that stuff is boring. What about the actual game? How did the game feel? Now, one of the major things that they brought to this newest edition of Call of Duty is Omni movement, like a new evolution of the advanced movement seen in Modern Warfare 2019. You can sprint everywhere, sprint dive, look in any direction while proning. You can even shoot dodge, which allows for some fucking insane clips. It actually feels really nice in game, complementing the movement to where it feels like you're really in control of your body. Sometimes I even felt like Max Payne just shooting like psh, psh, psh. Third person with this shit, I know it'll go crazy. I also like the fact that like it feels a little bit sluggish, not to the point where it's like Modern Warfare 2 where you can't move for shit, but just enough to give that extra bit of realism. Also, sometimes I would look at an enemy and I thought they were dead, but they were just laying on their back. So yeah, that's totally not going to be abused whatsoever. Now, I have one thing about the movement that I need to talk about, and this might be, you know, a little bit controversial, kind of out there, you know. This game does not need tac sprint. You already move pretty fast while regular sprinting, and combined with the Omni movement, it already makes for like a pretty fast-paced experience. I just don't see the point in like including tactical sprint in this game, because it honestly feels just slapped on because the previous game had it. Also, the animations are just sometimes like wonky. But let me know what you think. What do you think about tac sprint in Black Ops 6? Comment below, and also like the video and subscribe. Now, speaking of animations, compared to Cold War, they are a massive step up. And yes, I know they're reusing animations from Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2, but I'm gonna be real. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. All of the weapons felt great to use. They felt heavy, bassy, classic Treyarch. My favorite's gotta be the Tanto because it reminds me so much of the Milano, and I love the Milano in Cold War. I love the shotgun too, but only in Weekend 2. Weekend 1, it was so ass. Another feature they added in Black Ops 6 is the ability to take your enemy as a human shield. There you can actually talk to the enemy while you have them. And let me just say, you guys are actual freaks. The score streaks felt fun and very powerful, although I don't like how you can loop score streaks. But then again, that was so annoying in Black Ops 4. But then again, they could always make the score streak amount higher. Still, at least it's better than what happened in Cold War. That one was just weird. The TTK is a little faster than Cold War's, but it's still at a good level to where you're not dying in like 0.2 milliseconds, while also having the fastest health regen in any Call of Duty. So I guess it all works out perfectly then. What else? There's specialist equipment. The sleeper agent one is cool. The gunsmith in this game is probably like the best gunsmith we had since Modern Warfare 2019. First of all, the HUD is not dog shit. Second of all, there's less filler attachments. Thirdly, you can put any optic within the same weapon class, even if the weapon's like level 1, and it's still only limited to 5 attachments. 8 if you use the wild card. I also like the fact that if you make one variant of the gun, you don't have to remake the gun. It just saves it. That is going to be so useful in Warzone. And there's one more thing. You don't have to level weapons in order to get the mastery camo. Thank God. Leveling up the weapons is one of the most tedious things to do in the camo grind, especially since sometimes it just takes so fucking long, even with double XP. So that is a very good change. They got your operators. Oh, Stone, my beloved. They added in-game emotes too as well, brought back from Black Ops 4. To go along with this, they brought back the Winner Circle, brought back from Black Ops 3. Oh yeah, and Vanguard too, but like, whatever. And when I first saw the winner circle, I just thought to myself, they are going to do so much with the microtransactions. It's going to be hellish. I cannot wait for season 2 for them to drop the Playboy Cardi bundle. It also presents another problem. People to use these said emotes in Black Ops 4 to peek a corner in Blackout. But the thing is, Apex already has a feature called anti-peek. Just copy that. Now, the maps. Oh boy. The maps have to be one of the most controversial things about this beta. And with the maps that we got right now, I would say that it's kind of warranted. First of all, I need to get this out of the way. The spawns are dog shit. There were times where I just spawned like 5 inches from where I died and I just get killed again. I'm convinced it's just an engine thing because for like 4 CODs in a row, there's been like absolutely terrible spawns. Another thing is the map size. Some people think that a lot of the maps are too small. I think that maps like Skyline and Rewind, I think they're the best in like what we have in the game so far. Skyline especially because I love the fact that like there's like extra stuff where there's just like a secret room that you can access and just block certain parts of the area. I miss that stuff in like recent Call of Duties. It just gives it more of a personality, you know? These 2 maps are also the most well-rounded for all the game modes. If it wasn't a tier list, I would put them in A tier. B tier belongs to maps like Scud, which might be insane to some of y'all that I actually like kind of like this map, but it isn't that bad, save for that big dish in the middle. And the map could use some more color, but you know, I fuck with it. I mess with it. Babylon's good too, even though that's more like a shipment, Das House type map where you're playing it because you know it's gonna be good for camos. But still, even without that, it was pretty fun, you know? Derelict on the other hand, no. There's also the 2 gunfight maps, which I'm not that, you know, huge gunfight guy, but even for, you know, gunfight standards, they're pretty small. They are really small. Now, to be fair, these aren't all the maps, so we'll have to wait until October to truly delve into how these maps work and what modes they're fun to play on. And so hopefully the spawns are fixed then, right? But the good thing in this game is that if you don't like a map, you can just vote for the other one. I don't know why Infinity Ward doesn't like you voting for maps. I do not want to play Border Crossing again. And you know, there's other stuff that I have issues with in the game, such as like the skill-based matchmaking and disbanding lobbies, but I'm gonna be real. If they were gonna remove it, they would have a long time ago. It's been in Call of Duty for 5 years, and they're not gonna change it anytime soon unless it hurts their wallet. But yeah, that's basically Black Ops 6's beta, and I'm gonna be real, we might be so back. All Treyarch gotta do now is lock in, fix, you know, the bugs, the net code, fix the spawns. They had 4 years to make this, and honestly, it shows. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up, Treyarch. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna be doing more videos on Black Ops 6 when it drops, and also MW3 now that it's on Game Pass. And yeah, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell button, like the video, and comment down below.